I'm Abby.
And I'm Anna.
This is Serious Beef.
Welcome.
Do you know that 2 podcast episodes ago, we forgot to say, this is Serious Beef. Welcome. So I had to go into the next episode and copy that part and drop it into the previous one.
See, I didn't know because when I listened to it, I heard
We just said it. Yeah.
You fixed it.
We just completely forgot. You know what it was? Something
amazing.
happened. No. something. Well, if you listen closely to 2 episodes in a row, we say, and this is Serious Beef, welcome, exactly the same because it's just the next episode.
It is.
Well, but because we forgot.
We totally forgot.
And
yes.
I forget what it was. Something happened. I could go back and listen to the audio file and find out.
I guess.
But something happened, distracted us.
Well, that's
we're
not
like-
too hard for that to, I mean, that's a pretty common
I know.
occurrence.
I know. And then we were just like, let's just get into it.
Let's just go. What's the beef?
All right. Well, and today, our beef.
All right. What's the beef, Abby?
My beef is with people who don't believe that dinosaurs had feathers.
Those people aren't right.
I don't really feel like, I feel like you're just, I don't want to say humoring me. That's not the right words.
It is. It's the right words.
No.
Because
Like you just string me along here a little bit.
hilarious.
You're
I
dead.
just cracked myself up. Okay. Okay.
Listen.
Those people are the worst. Why? Why do you have beef with them? Tell me, Abby.
Well, here's the thing. I just have beef with people who don't believe in science.
You know
okay?
what? I also agree with you on that. Yes.
But specifically, like, there's people, there's people who are like, I'm fine with feathered dinosaurs. I just don't believe in them.
Then why are you fighting?
What do you
with
mean?
it? I don't understand
What do you
that.
mean?
What
And
does
then
that
there's
statement mean?
well, then people are like, feathers aren't scary. Like, so that's why they can't be on. And I'm like,
What? What?
like, and then people are like, feathered dinosaurs ruined my childhood. That's what? People say these are things that people, clearly you don't keep up on dinosaur news.
I don't. Apparently, no. So first of all,
No, there are also people, real quick, there are also people who are like, Jurassic Park is 100% accurate. You can't tell me otherwise. You know what I mean? And,
Oh,
and
no.
those people,
oh no, those are they also flat earthers?
probably.
Okay, here's the thing. Why would having feathers ruin your childhood? Dinosaurs having feathers, anyway.
I don't know. I guess it's just they think that, like, they look a certain way, and so it, like, ruins.
But wait, but not all the dinosaurs had feathers.
No, I'm not saying all dinosaurs had
Yeah.
feathers. I'm saying that we know that there are
there are
dinosaurs who
some
had feathers.
that had feathers, and some had other different traits.
I love, like, you're basically saying, like, paleontology ruined dinosaurs. You know what I mean? Because
Oh my!
that's basically what they're saying, right? Like, you know, people who study dinosaurs ruin dinosaurs. What do you mean? You know?
understand it.
And I just don't understand because we know that at least some of them had feathers. And the thing
Well,
is like, they evolved
Some of them flew, for one thing.
well, right. Well, and we have their closest living relatives today are birds, not reptiles. So what?
Right,
You know,
we know this.
Right. So I'm like, do we think that if a dinosaur was in front of you today, if a T-Rex showed up, okay, it had all these feathers on it, you would be less scared of the giant T-Rex that's about to eat
with
you?
the huge teeth.
I wouldn't
I
be
don't
less
think
scared.
I don't think you're gonna be less scared. No.
No, I would
my
be
goodness.
terrified of that. And you might as well say, like, tigers are not scary because they have colorful fur. You know what I mean?
Right.
No,
Yes.
it's scary.
So if a tiger was rainbow colored, you would think it was less scary.
Well, exactly.
The teeth are what's scary, and the claws that are in the paws. Yeah, that's
Well, exactly.
scary.
Well, have you ever seen a hippopotamus skull?
Oh my gosh, terrifying,
Terrifying.
right? Doesn't it make you think of like the
Like aliens or
what are the
Predator?
Predator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the predator mouth.
Yeah.
They're scary looking. But I'm like, imagine if like that was a dinosaur, okay? These hippos, and we construct so it looks some kind of horrifying, scary predator kind of thing, and then down the road, paleontologists realize like, no, it looks like this little chubby guy. Okay, have you seen the baby hippopotamus? By the way?
Yes, it was just born. Adorable.
But it's like, oh well, this is actually what they looked like, and people are like, ruined it.
Ruined it.
No, hippopotamuses, whatever. They're scary.
Well, the adults for sure.
They will run you down. They run like 35 miles an hour.
Well,
I
did
run
you
at 35
not
miles
see
an hour.
what a hippo did to Jack Black's character in Jumanji, the second one, the remake or
I
whatever?
had. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you meant the second new Jumanji.
No, the
I
first
was like,
new Jumanji.
I don't
Yeah.
want.
It's accurate.
It's accurate. Well, and the other thing is, people are like, feathers aren't scary. Okay, you ever heard of a cassowary?
No.
Okay, it's kind of like a ostrich kind of bird, like it's like a
Yeah,
big bird,
right.
but it lives in Australia. Okay, that's what it looks like.
Okay.
That's what it looks like. So it's got this like big blue head and this big old bill thing.
Covered in fur. Covered in feathers.
Well, you recall Missy, Missy, Ashley's sister. Because Ashley are everything, not with us today,
Right.
but soon, and we'll get some ghost stories. I think for Spooky Bees.
It is in the works.
But Missy went to Australia for one of them like the study kind of things, and she said they're on like whatever hike, and their guide or whatever from Australia is like, you see a cassowary, you run the other way because he goes, they'll split you open like a zipper.
Oh my God.
They are like terrifying, apparently. I know. I had to look this up. They weigh like 50 pounds. Well, the smallest one, the dwarf cassowary, weighs 50 pounds. Okay? The other ones are way bigger. Okay? And then they're like, when you look at them, you saw them, like, it's not difficult to imagine that that's, a dinosaur. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It can stand up to 6 feet tall. And weigh up to 160 pounds. And they cannot fly.
With a sharp beak.
Right. Now, they can't fly, but their extremely powerful legs can, like, they run really fast, like 30 miles an hour through the rainforest. And they can help them jump up to 7 feet straight in the air.
Oh my gosh.
Are you shitting me? They'll kick you. They'll, like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine something that, that big, able to jump 7 feet straight in the air. If it fucking kicks you, it's gonna kill you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay? They got 4-inch long claws. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Terrifying.
So, I mean, feathers aren't going to ruin it. Sorry.
No. Cassowaries are fucking terrifying.
And that's just one
birds.
example. I mean, you think about the birds that are...
Birds of prey.
Yeah, birds of prey will rip your ass open. So
They really will. They really will. I was watching...
And they're huge, too. Like a condor,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're huge.
They're huge. Mm-hmm. I was watching the Eyewitness Birds one, which it was a little too late for the Birds Are Savages episode. But I was watching that, and they showed this one bird, I guess, that lives, like, in the desert. And, like, it eats ostrich eggs is, like, its main thing.
Oh.
And the ostrich eggs are, like, so hard that it can't, like, peck through them. And so it has learned to pick up rocks and drop them on the eggs to open them. And it's known as, like, I don't know what the bird is. Maybe post-edit Abby will add it in.
There you go.
Post-edit Abby here. It's an Egyptian vulture. But it's known as, like, one of the smartest birds because it uses tools. And no other birds really use tools.
Yeah, figuring out how to use tools.
Yeah, other than, like, there's, like, ravens and such can, like, be taught and learn and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, but
Which we did
like,
discuss.
it's just like a wild bird that, like, figure out how to do it on its own. And I'm like, that's a little scary.
I think instead of being upset about whether dinos had feathers or not, I mean, it just is like such an unimportant thing to be upset about. Be happy they're not still alive, like, and eating us.
Exactly.
And be thankful.
Exactly.
And it's just like, I don't know, just have fun learning about them, and you don't have to get all worked up.
I know. And this sort of brings us to today's topic, which is probably gonna be a little all over the place. But I looked up a few spooky science facts, because nature is scary. All right. And I don't know
Nature absolutely can be scary.
Nature can be scary.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how much of this I'm gonna how many of these fun facts we could maybe save some for future Spooky Beef.
I like how she calls them
episodes.
fun facts when she just said they were scary.
They are. Well, they can scary facts can be fun. But
okay, hit me.
The one thing I was going to mention, I think I have mentioned this to you before, but I hadn't given you all the details because I didn't have them myself.
Okay.
Okay, there is a show called The Last of Us. It was actually a video game first, and now there's a show of it. And it's basically about, like, zombies and all this kind of stuff. Okay? So in that show, they say that the reason that there are zombies is because of this fungus that has evolved.
Yeah, that's just fungus. Oh my God.
Okay. There is this...
Don't fuck around with the fungi.
Nope. There's this, like, parasitic fungus that exists in real life today, but it cannot...
It's real.
Well, it can't... Like, this is, like, a real thing. Like, outside the game, this fungus exists. It's, like, called, like, the cordyceps or whatever fungi.
Okay.
And right now, It cannot survive in the human body because our body temperatures are too high. But the premise of the show is that due to global warming and temperatures rising, it evolves to adapt to the higher temperatures, and then it can infect the humans, and that's how it turns them into these zombies.
Ooh.
Okay, so
That's terrifying.
So I'm going to tell you about this fungus that's, like I said, a real thing.
Do we want to know about this one?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because these are things we need to know about, because I don't know that your summer's getting a little bit warmer will make you not, produce as much greenhouse gases or, try to save the planet. But if I tell you that if we do not do this, we will have a zombie apocalypse, I think people will be more motivated.
Okay, you're right. Maybe politicians will finally do something about it. Let's see.
It is knocking at our door. So this Ophiocordyceps unilateralis fungus.
That's what it's called. Okay.
That's the Latin name. It has one goal: self-propagation and dispersal.
Right.
Okay. That's two things.
That's most plants or animals. Yeah.
Now it is found in tropical rainforests.
Okay. So don't go there.
Right. No, never. Don't go to the rainforest.
Don't go to the rainforest.
We found all the best things and we brought them home and leave everything else there.
Alone.
Leave it there.
Leave it alone.
All right. It infects foraging ants through spores that attach and penetrate the exoskeleton and slowly take over its behavior.
Oh my God.
As the infection advances, the enthralled ant is compelled to leave its nest for a more humid microclimate that's favorable to the fungus's growth. The ant is compelled to descend to a vantage point of about 10 inches off the ground, sink its jaws into a leaf vein on the north side of the plant, and wait for death. That's what it is. Like, this fungus compels the ant to go do.
Forces it to do it.
Yep. Wow. Meanwhile, the fungus feeds on its victim's innards until it's ready for the final stage. Several days after the ant has died, the fungus sends a fruiting body out through the base of the ant's head, turning its shriveled corpse into a launch pad from which it can jettison its spores and infect new ants.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
I know, horrifying.
Fuck those spores. Spores are nasty.
They said, it says, as in zombie lore, there's an incubation period where infected ants appear perfectly normal and go about their business undetected by the rest of the colony. That's unusual because social insects like ants usually have something called social immunity. Sick members get kicked out of the group to prevent the rest from getting sick too.
Ooh.
Like, that's the thing. They don't know.
Now there's no way to detect.
Right.
Until all of a sudden they go.
And now they're killing all these. And now they're killing all their other ants.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as it compels it to go somewhere. And
well, yeah, but usually, like, it does it.
It's not that
close.
far away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're not like, hey, Joe, where are you going? Come back here. Be social.
Now, it does say, like, so it says we think the ants don't really have a mechanism to get rid of
They don't
it.
know how. They can't fight it off.
They can't fight it. They can't detect another ant, so they can't kill them. And it's like, okay, while the infection is 100% lethal, the goal is not to convert all the ants into the Walking Dead, right? Mm-hmm. For an ecosystem to stay balanced, fungi have to keep host populations in check. In fact, only a few ants in a colony are infected at any given time. They said it's almost like a chronic cold.
So they're not like greedy bastards. They just
right.
Just a handful to keep it going.
Right.
Wow.
And it says obviously now it doesn't invade the brain. Unlike what you might think or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't it invade the brain yet it controls them?
Yeah,
it's wild.
Yeah, it says the rear end of the abdomen to the head, and like they were studying it, and they didn't find any fungal cells in the brain.
What?
Yeah.
How is this possible?
I know.
That's crazy.
They said this suggests that fungus casts its mind control through bioactive compounds that interfere with the ant's nervous system and control hosts directly at the muscles rather than from the brain.
Oh my gosh. That's actually kind of sad because
right.
Then
So it might know.
There.
I know. Nature is scary.
As much as I really don't like ants because I don't like when they come to my house.
I don't like them either, but
it knows and they can't stop.
So imagine in the show The Last of Us, right, where we got these fungus zombies. In theory, they are aware. In theory, because it doesn't affect your brain.
What the fuck? That's scary.
I know.
Plants are scary.
The listeners cannot see that. I was like, her face.
Wait, let me take a picture. Do it again.
Click. Thank you.
That's some wild, wacky stuff.
Now here's the thing. In a bizarre twist, the same fungus, another species that inhabit Japanese cicadas, may have even replaced a symbiotic bacteria to help their hosts process nutrients from sap. So it's much like the microbiome in our own stomachs.
Yeah, we got stuff like that.
Insects contain a whole array of fungal species. But because not all fungi can be grown in the lab, only a couple have been closely studied.
There's a whole bunch out there we don't even know.
Right, that grow in insect stomachs.
That's awful.
I know.
That's awful stuff.
Right. And so we know that there's some that I'm not going to pronounce this Latin name, but it means it literally means insect destroyer of the fly.
Oh!
And it causes infected flies to climb to a certain height, glue themselves at the mouth to a plant, and assume an abdomen up death pose that's optimal for spore dispersal.
Assume the position.
There's a link. It says, "Watch the flies turn into zombies here."
Oh my god! No way! Holy shit!
And there's whatever other one. It pumps its cicada hosts full of hallucinogenic drugs and causes part of their abdomens to fall off.
Oh.
The bare-bottomed cicadas then wiggles its way towards death, again in the interest of spore dispersal.
Oh my god. Well, at least they're like, maybe if they've been given these hallucinogens, maybe they don't, or maybe they're not aware.
Maybe they're not aware
of what's happening.
But is that not cordyceps? Is that not
bottomed?
Wiggle its way towards death. I tell you what, things I'm afraid of. Chimpanzees, as we've discussed.
Chimpanzees.
Fungus. I don't like fungus.
It's a terrible
I like mushrooms in food. They're delicious.
Me too. Delicious.
Fungus of most types scares me.
Yeah, that's that type of fungus. Yeah, that's
because
what's that movie where the plants make the people go crazy? The one guy throws himself into like a wood chipper and shit.
Oh my god! Isn't that The Happening? Yeah, The Happening.
I watched that movie.
Okay.
I'm like, holy shit.
Do you know? Because I remember that it's like basically like the plants or whatever. All the plants get off this like pollen or whatever because they're sick of like humans.
They put something into the air because humans are destroying the planet.
Humans kill themselves.
Yeah, and it makes if you come in contact with it, which there's no way to avoid it.
No. Yeah.
You kill yourself.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. That's what we're talking about here.
That's what we're talking about here.
Oh my god.
Sort of. But so scary.
Sort of, but still. Nightmare.
Sort of.
This is some spooky stuff.
It is spooky. Speaking of spooky,
I'm not so sure it's fun.
Speaking of spooky, our sauce, our secret sauce.
Okay, secret sauce.
Ghost sauce.
Ghost sauce.
It's like ghost pepper sauce.
Made from ghost peppers.
Yep.
There's all kinds of varieties I was looking up. Some people put like mangoes in there or pineapples and all kinds of stuff. So interesting. I might not like it because I'm a big old wuss, but you might like it.
There's okay, so here's some other fun facts.
She says fun, listener. I still think maybe not.
Here's some other ones. Speaking with like the insect thing real quick, a cockroach can live for over a week without a head.
Oh, what? Why?
And why should they be allowed to do that?
What's the purpose?
Why should they ever be allowed to do that?
And they can't grow a new head. It's not like a worm where it could like grow. If you ever cut a worm, then it can grow another section or something.
Yeah.
But it's not going to grow another head. So what's the point?
Bastards.
Yeah.
Bastards. I hate cockroaches.
They're disgusting.
I hate them.
Okay.
Did you know that there is a sleep disorder called exploding head syndrome?
What?
Exploding head syndrome causes people to hear extremely loud noises in their head just as they are falling asleep.
But it doesn't make their head explode?
No.
Oh, thank God. Can you imagine? I have the sleep disorder. My head could explode at any moment if I go to sleep.
I thought that, I had to look it up because that's all it said is that you hear this loud sound as an omen of death.
Right, right. Does that mean that's
and also, how do we know?
What?
You know what I mean? Like, how do we know that they hear this loud noise and then they die?
Yeah,
we don't know.
They're on the bed and their heads exploded.
I had to look it up. Okay, but no, it's not. It's just like sort of like they said a parasomnia, so it's just like yeah.
Those poor people, that's sad.
I was like, that is.
I'm glad their heads don't literally explode, but good lord.
I know.
Okay. Next,
a 3,000-year-old mummy can still have fingerprints.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's what I'm saying. Not all of them are scary.
Right. You preserve them right. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, not all of them are scary,
all
but
right, that's cool.
Let's see. Astronomers have identified a force pulling all galaxies towards a single point. This is called dark flow.
Ooh. That's not what I call dark flow.
But yeah, there's some point out there in the universe that everything is heading towards.
We're all so we think we have this big bang, and everything just kind of spreads out. Now we're all gonna come back together eventually, hopefully billions and billions of years from now.
Oh, yeah. which is we won't make it that long. The sun will explode.
So don't worry, listener. There's no hope.
Listen, we're all gonna die of fungus
The
zombie.
mutant fungus anyway. Yes.
So
Holy shit. So we gotta go somewhere like into the city where there are no plants.
lots of people.
What I'm saying is, there's no plants there, then there's no fungus.
Lots of people like to take hikes.
Well, that's some dumbass is gonna take a hike. You're right. God damn it. We're fucked.
Some dumbass is gonna take a hike.
They're gonna. You're right. Shoot. And ruin it for all of us.
As if hiking is like by default a terrible thing to
It's
do.
a terrible thing to do. Don't do it. You're gonna come in contact with fungus. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Well,
You got any more fun facts for me?
oh,
Abby?
I got a lot. I haven't really read any.
Okay.
Dead bodies can get goosebumps.
What? Why?
I don't have follow-up
I'm
information
like, how
for
are
you.
your nerve endings
I
still
looked up the
working?
exploding head syndrome because I was a little
Like,
concerned
we were
about
concerned
people.
for those poor people. Yeah. Gee
Yep.
whiz.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. All right.
Um,
So if you see a dead body with goosebumps, don't panic. Doesn't mean they're coming back to life.
unless you also see some fungus.
What? You might want to panic. Sorry, listener. No clarification there. Oh my God. Trying to help. You're really trying. Okay. What else you got?
Let's see. The fastest jack-o'-lantern carver in the world is Stephen Clark, who carved a pumpkin in just 16.47 seconds.
What? Do you see the pumpkin? Does
No.
it show you?
No.
Dang. Oh, does it look like absolute shit? Like I could carve a pumpkin that fast.
I could just stab it. I just stabbed it once
Yeah.
with a knife.
Yeah.
It's carved to look like someone with a knife in their
Right.
head. It does look like shit, but it doesn't look that bad.
Let's see. Oh, is this it?
I have to assume
Yes,
it's that
yeah,
way.
I see it. I
Yeah.
see- Hey, you know what? It's carved.
It's
true.
It's got eyes, a nose, a mouth.
He's actually like crazy talented,
Oh, I'm sure he
but
is.
to do it in that 16 whatever
Also,
seconds.
Can you even imagine them? Because I'm sure he didn't have like a buzz saw. You know what I mean? I'm sure they gave him just like a regular
Yeah,
knife.
yeah,
Imagine
exactly.
the arm strength it would take. Look how quickly he's gonna open it. No, it's not
And
just a
scoop all
carving.
that out.
That's what I'm saying.
You got to scoop it all out.
gotta scoop it.
That's the hard part.
I might have to look it up and see if
That's
they have it
hilarious.
recorded because I want to see
Right,
what he
right.
looked like. I want to see.
I want to see how
the
fast
video.
he's going.
I know. Okay, we'll have to look it up. We'll have to look it up.
Okay, we'll look for it on YouTube or something.
But
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
That's excellent.
Okay, all right. You moving on, or you got more stuff?
Helium, which makes up 24% of our universe, is a non-renewable gas, and we are running out of it because it keeps escaping our atmosphere. So
Some people keep breathing it in and talking in high
You
voices. They're
exhale
wasting it.
that's what I'm saying. But it's escaping through the atmosphere,
Wow,
so we're losing it.
damn. That's why I saw.
Well, I'll look it up. If you
Because
breathe in
there's
helium,
like
you
helium
breathe it out.
shortages, like, and they charge it like extra because if you want helium in your balloons and stuff now, it's not cheap anymore.
Yes, you breathe out helium after inhaling it,
Of course you do.
but it does. The National Institute of Health
right, tells you not to breathe it in.
says stay out of that balloon. Is the name of the article.
We all know you're not supposed to do that.
It's-
It is bad.
Breathing in helium is basically the same as if you were holding your breath. It says because
Okay.
you're not getting any
Yeah,
oxygen.
right. But I mean, if you do one balloon, it's not like.
It's not kill you.
Let's keep the helium in moderation.
That's what I'm saying.
Moderation.
Moderation
is the key to all things.
Okay, so I was talking about this once. Okay, pineapple. This is the last one, and then we can move on.
Okay.
Pineapple contains an enzyme called bromelain. When you eat pineapple, this enzyme digests protein in your body, so it eats you back.
What? What? Eats
Yeah.
you back.
So what? It does. And so, it's breaking down the protein in your
And
body.
your like digestive system?
Yeah, I mean, like if it's in your mouth and there's it's like it digests you back.
That's wild. Okay.
Well, so I said this is actually I go with our friends to the Pan Asia. Okay, you know,
Yep.
and we went to the little boba tea place, and there I got myself a slushie. I don't like boba. I don't really like the boba, but I always get a slush.
I do like the slushy.
So I get a kiwi one because I really like kiwi.
Yeah, you do.
So I'm like tasting it. I'm like, I don't know. It's just not doing it for me. It don't really taste right. And Ashley tastes it, and she's like, no, that tastes like kiwi. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I said, there's no tartness. I said, when I eat a fruit, I kind of want it to like eat me back. And I was kind of joking, referencing pineapple because I had known about this.
Right.
And that's when I find out then no one else has this experience with kiwi. And I think that I'm mildly allergic to kiwi.
I think you are.
I know. So now we learned. That's how I learned.
Yeah. Because if you have tingling in your mouth, people, that might be a sign that you're allergic to that
I know.
food. Yes.
And I used to laugh at the story about Missy having a similar experience but with eggplant, and I was like, oh my gosh, how could you go through life? I just assumed. I just assumed.
She's eating kiwi right now. Put the kiwi down, Abby.
I just assumed everybody had that same issue.
No.
I know. Well, I know now.
I don't have that issue. Who knew?
Which so kiwi flavoring
is not eating me back.
The kiwi flavoring was pretty disappointing.
Oh, that's a bummer.
I know.
You'll because have to go with the watermelon or something next time.
I guess so. A green apple's pretty good. I like tart.
Yep, that's delicious.
Well, the other thing we've got.
Okay.
Unless, do you want to do your Skitty Scoop Poop
first?
I can. We close it out?
I can. I was thinking, it's October. Let's talk about some urban legends.
Okay.
Shall we?
Okay.
My urban legend I thought we would discuss is the Big Muddy Monster. Because every year we go to
the Big Muddy Monster Brew Fest.
Excellent. And so, which is in Murfreesboro, Illinois.
I'm speaking into the future. We had a great time because this will come out after.
We had an amazing time.
It was amazing.
Okay. Yeah, if you ever get a chance, check it out. It's always early October down in Murfreesboro, Illinois. It's an excellent time.
Excellent time. All right, tell me about it.
So the story of the Big Muddy Monster is one of the most well-known legends of Southern Illinois.
How many are there?
We're gonna have that's more that's for another day. That's for another day.
All right.
Okay. All right. So,
hit me. What do you got?
The Big Muddy Monster gives natives and visitors of Murfreesboro, Illinois, the opportunity to dissect and render judgment of a tale told around campfires for decades. Okay. A tale about a towering creature with a shrill, inhumane scream, menacing glowing eyes, and a pungent stench. Over a 10-day period in the summer of 1973, reports started coming into the police department describing an 8-foot-tall, 350-pound, hair-covered beast. Over the next several days, calls came in describing the same sighting, only with red eyes and an overwhelming odor.
Oh.
Search parties were assembled, including trained canines, tracking unusually large footprints.
Oh.
And an unidentifiable slime.
Oh.
Ew.
Yeah, woo indeed.
Okay, the story was shocking locally and gained national media coverage. So it resulted in people like flooding the community, obviously trying to find this Yeti-like, Bigfoot-like monster. So let's see. I want to see if there's anything more they could tell me about this.
Well, I saw a thing I was looking up that there's a...
Yeah, I'm like, I can't find a good site on this.
Cryptozoology wiki, so, take it with some grain of salt. That there are 2 dates from 1973 in Murfreesboro that still leave some haunted, or at least curious.
Yeah, I'm like, give me somebody's story that
June 25th and June 26th, they said that there were sightings of an unknown creature. It was in those 2 evenings that reports came in of a loud, tall, white-haired creature caked with mud.
That one says white. Okay.
Being spotted in the woods on the outskirts of town near the Big Muddy River. It was later dubbed the Big Muddy Monster because of its indefinable features and mysterious presence. It set off a media frenzy after the initial reports of the 2 days, said former patrolman and retired Murfreesboro Police Chief Ron Manwaring.
Okay, Manwaring. That's an excellent name.
Now, letters came streaming in from those as far away as California and New York, wanting a piece of information or a piece of the prize. But the prize is still elusive. There are only 2 cases that remain unsolved in Murfreesboro, but after 32 years, the case on the Big Muddy Monster still remains open. 32 years, they haven't been able to solve it.
Wow.
He says it's an unsolved case because I can't tell you what it was.
The definition of unsolved. There you go.
Oh God.
Do you know when you go down there now, they put up in Murfreesboro a statue
Yeah.
of this
Big Muddy Monster.
Yeah, this depiction of the big muddy monster. And they're like, Metropolis has Superman, which we have been there and seen their big old giant Superman. And now Murfreesboro has
A Big Muddy Monster.
their big muddy monster
Which, and if you ever
statue.
go to the Big Muddy Monster Brewery, they got good beer. Now, not
They
my
do.
favorite, but they got good
But we
beer.
enjoyed it. Yeah, we had a good time.
They're always consistently like, if we had a scale of like 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, I would say they consistently fall at a 7, 8. I'm gonna enjoy the beer. I'm gonna find something that I like the O'Fallon Vanilla Pumpkin. Oh my God,
Man, that's good beer.
man, that's good beer.
Yep, that's good stuff.
But their pumpkin beer isn't bad. Me and Ash, I went up to Oktoberfest and met her up there just past weekend in Belleville.
Yeah.
And the Big Muddy Brewery had their pumpkin ale. You could get it at the Oktoberfest, and so I had
Was
it.
it any good?
It's fine.
Oh man, we
It's pumpkin-y, but here's the thing. In my opinion, like I said, O'Fallon Brewery does it best
the
because of the
vanilla
vanilla.
pumpkin is
Because
so
here's the
good.
thing. The pumpkin flavor is there, but nothing is like pushing the beer flavor down. So it tastes like beer and pumpkin.
well, and it's usually not real smooth, and that's one of the things
no,
I
it's
love.
smooth. It is.
Is it
smooth.
okay? I love about the vanilla pumpkin that O'Fallon Brewery does. It, Man, is that smooth? That is so good.
Well, in my opinion,
Yeah.
the vanilla kind of masks the beer flavor a little bit.
I don't know. I
in
think
the
you get all of it.
Oh, no, I think you do,
know,
but I think it
but it
kinda-
just tastes
it-
great. Yeah,
right.
Maybe you're right. Maybe
Right.
you're right.
So that's my
Yeah.
opinion.
Here, I finally found what I was looking
But
for.
it's good.
I saw a creature was sighted around midnight, June 26, 1973, by a couple in a car parked near the boat launch area of the Big Muddy River.
There we go.
Okay. And they described the creature as 7 feet tall, covered with light shaggy hair and mud with the stench of the river.
Oh.
And also slime and sewage, or I guess the smell of slime and
Oh.
sewage. I don't know. Police investigated and heard a high-pitched scream around 3 a.m. on June 26th. Same day, same night, I guess. The next night, a creature, almost an identical description, was sighted by 2 teenagers in a Westwood Hills subdivision.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. People brought in the dogs, or the police brought in the dogs, not people. The police
Yeah.
brought in the dogs and followed the scent to a barn.
Yeah.
But the dogs refused to enter the barn.
I know. I saw that.
They found more tracks and slime, but the search party never found the creature.
Yeah, I did have it that the police with flashlights entered the barn, but they didn't find anything.
Wow. So then
Yeah.
the sightings continued for more than 10
I'll
years.
tell you what, if a dog refused to go into a barn,
I'm not going in. Not going to happen.
you're
These dogs
keep-
are very
take-
smart.
Take my gun, take my badge, chief. I'm out.
I guess I'm out. The dogs
I'm
and me
out.
are going home.
Yep.
Yeah. Sightings continued for 10 years. Did you know that? I didn't know that. In February of 1975,
Believe
4
it.
truckers saw something similar near the junction of Illinois Route 3 and 149. The supposed monster made another appearance in 1988 in a salvage yard in Ava
Oh.
to a couple of men and later by several members of their families. It also appeared to a couple of men giggling. What? No, not giggling. I
A couple of
been
men.
giggling.
Giggling.
Gigging. Gigging. Gigging frogs.
Yeah.
I don't know what gigging frogs is. I've never heard that term. Are they like catching them?
It's you're going out and catching frogs.
Going out and gigging frogs. Okay, in 1988. Other local residents have claimed to catch a glimpse of the monster. These days, the Big Muddy Monster is more of a legend, with no sightings since 1988. And he is celebrated at the Big Muddy Monster Brewfest.
Hell yeah, he
Hell
is.
yes.
They got big old cardboard cutout, or it's actually a wooden cutout.
They have
You can
wooden
go take
cutout.
a
We have
picture with.
posed with that.
Oh, we'll have to
cutout
post. That's what we'll have to
many
post a
times.
picture of for
They
sure.
have one in the hotel. So Dan and them always stay at the Holiday Inn right there. And they have you seen that? They have like a statue inside the hotel too. We
Yeah.
took our pictures with them last year.
Yeah, I do recall that.
So,
I'm looking at the if you like search Big Muddy Monster,
okay.
the like city of Murfreesboro will come up,
Uh-huh.
and you can like they have a little thing that's like these like case files, and they
Oh.
have a merged document of like the police reports. They've got look at this. They put the photos of the footprints.
What?
I know they got people's. Oh, they got
People's artist renderings.
Drawings.
Oh, Jesus, that one's
I
got
know.
scary.
Well, that's I was like. I
Look at
think
the red
that-
eyes.
Right. I think
I
some
want
of
to see
these
the
are
slime.
like.
Where's a picture of the slime?
I don't know if they have a
there's
picture, but like I said,
people's
these
testimonials?
are yes, yeah, they're
You
like
can actually
official
see
police
it.
reports. They put all of it up. If you want to go look, there's like this is an article.
Monster
Monster being
being
taken.
Wait a second, you had to read that again. Can't even. You're not prepared for that.
They have a scanned in news article that says the headline
The
is
headline.
monster in quotation marks, monster being taken seriously. What? Like I get, they're taking it seriously.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, no, they have. It's like a.
Oh my God,
let's
that
see.
was
It's
funny.
it's a 67-page document
Of all the different
of all
sightings
the
and-
shit.
Wow.
Yep. There's people's letters and envelopes and all of it's scanned in there. So it's kind of interesting because, like I said, this goes back to 1973.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Who knows, right? But
Yep.
that's an urban legend that's kind of close to home that I thought is pretty darn interesting.
Like this is sketch 89, like in 1989 kind of thing. And I assume people did these sketches like who saw the monster, right? And
Right.
what is kind of creepy is that I don't know. I'd have to read the document. Who did these sketches and when they did them and all that kind of stuff. But the two that are in there, the goofy kind of looking as they are, they clearly are depicting like the same creature, which is a little scary because I don't think that the other one is from like 89 when the first one was drawn. So I was like
73, I think. Oh, well, when the first one was drawn.
yeah,
Gotcha.
So I think it's a little, it's like, okay, well, so somebody saw something.
Yeah.
So that's almost.
So who knows? Well, we may never know.
Excellent skinny scoop poop.
Okay. All right.
Well, and this actually, look at us. We're segueing all over the place.
We are.
Because one of the last things, because it is Spooky Beef, we're going to talk about the Universal movie monsters.
Yes.
Olivia loves these movies, actually.
Well, I grew up with these movies, loved them. My family would, of course, you didn't have the VCR or whatever then. You just, whatever was on TV, that's what you watched. So
Right.
they'd show the classic Dracula or Mummy or Creature from the Black Lagoon or, your werewolf and your Don Chaney.
The Invisible Man, the Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah. So we watched all those. Loved them, but then of course when I went to bed at night, I swore Dracula lived under my bed, and I would run and leap into my bed, because I couldn't let him grab my feet if I got too close to the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean,
that
that's
was
fair. I mean, fair.
fair, right? He's under there,
Fair.
and if I get too close, he's gonna grab me and pull me under. So I would run
I
the
don't
distance
doubt it.
and jump into my bed so that he couldn't grab my feet.
100%.
But I still didn't care. I still watched the movies because I love them.
Well, absolutely. And I think that that's completely reasonable.
Yeah.
Now, I'll say, so we, specifically what we were going to talk about is we were going to discuss whether or not we think we could survive, what movies we think we could survive.
Which monster would we survive?
Yeah. Do we think
If it was
if we were
attacking or nearby or whatever.
right, if we were put into these movies, do I think that I could survive? Take your pick. And we'll go through, like there's Dracula and Frankenstein and the Mummy and the Werewolf, the Invisible Man, so on and so forth.
Creature from the Black Lagoon, whatever. Take a pick. You're right.
So I'm going to start here.
Okay.
The first one, I'll just go with the first one, came out in March 6th, 1913. So this is, I know how
That's
old
super
this
old.
movie is.
Yeah.
Now, I thought that it was The Hunchback of Notre Dame was the first one. I was wrong.
Oh, is it Nostradamus?
No.
Nostradamus?
That you're thinking of
Nostradamus?
Nosferatu.
What did I just say?
Nostradamus.
What in the hell? I meant Nosferatu. That's hysterical. Nostradamus is like some dude like predicting the future
astrologer
and shit. Right? Right? Oh my God. I'm definitely surviving an attack against that guy. I can take him.
He's an astrologer. Capricorns wouldn't do this. Damn it, you're right.
Got me again. Holy shit.
Okay, all right. So
Nosferatu. That's what I thought.
That's not a universal.
It's not that.
No. Well, that's
we're
not a
thinking
universal.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we would have to go. That might be one of the first.
That one's
I think
pretty
that's like the
old.
first. I think this is the first
Yeah.
vampire movie actually.
Yeah, it is.
But 1913, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Oh, I'll be
was
darned.
the first one.
Okay.
Now, do you think you could survive Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
It's a crapshoot because sometimes you're around and you got a 50-50 chance.
Right, because it's just kind of like a guy.
If you're around him when he's,
Well, Well, because I
Dr.
think
Jekyll, you're good, but if you're running
Right.
Mr. Hyde, you might be in trouble.
no, I think that the thing is like he takes the whatever potion that lets out all his inner evilness, and then he goes out at night and he kills these people. Okay,
Yeah.
this is how the book goes.
Okay.
And whatnot, and eventually he just like wants to be Hyde all the time, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
something happens, he can't make the potion anymore, so that he's kind of going crazy. But that's the
Right.
point.
Listener, this is your
It's
message. Stay away from the illegal drugs.
Yeah, don't do drugs.
Stay away from the substances.
Don't
yeah.
do.
Take
don't
your,
be taking
take your
medication
meds that you need, but not those
Right.
crazy drugs.
Don't
There
be
you go.
taking those medications that turn you evil and make you lose your PhD.
It's true.
You went from
true.
Dr. Jekyll to Mr. Hyde.
You're going to be a practicing doctor if you
It's
do that.
true.
Okay, moving on.
So, I think that if I minded my business, I'd be okay.
Okay.
Because,
Well,
like,
it's true.
imagine
That's
this
true.
takes. Imagine what time, like the time frame when this takes place. Because, like, if like the book was written, I don't know if it was like the 1800s or whatever the hell.
it depends.
You know what I mean? That's when we're walking the streets of London at night.
Yeah. First
We
of all,
ain't walking the streets of
first
London
mistake.
at night.
First mistake.
I'm gonna get Jack the Ripper. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Yeah, go home. Go home, lock the door.
Lock the door. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
I
It's
think
true.
honestly that's the key to surviving most horror films.
It's true. If
Mind
you see
your
him,
business.
If you see him, turn
Don't
and
go
walk
hiking.
away, man.
Don't go hiking.
Don't go hiking.
It's a mistake.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know if you're out and about and he turns into like if you see the Dr. Jekyll Mr. Hyde that's in Van Helsing, like that guy, he's huge. It's very cool.
It
Then
is,
he
and it
transforms
totally throws
back
me off
into
because
Dr. Jekyll. Yeah.
they totally throws me off because aren't they at the Notre Dame?
Yeah, they're like
Is where they do the fight, and so
Yeah.
the first time watching that, I thought that he was fighting the Hunchback of Notre
Right,
Dame,
right.
but it's not. He was Dr. Jekyll and
Yeah.
Mr. Hyde the first time.
So yeah, and he killed a bunch of people and stuff. So it's like
Yeah,
you might
Well,
not
he's super
survive him
evil.
if you're around
Right.
him when he transforms.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm
So,
staying home.
Yeah, just stay home.
Don't go out
walk-
at
don't
night.
Walk the streets at night. No. Okay.
So
good
I
idea.
think I could. I could live that. way.
Avoidance. Avoidance.
Avoidance.
It's the key. Who's next?
Let's just. I'm gonna go to Dracula.
Oh boy, that's the scariest.
I don't
one.
think
that
so.
scared me. I don't think you can.
If
don't
I
think you're surviving
survive,
it.
if I survived, it's entirely by chance.
I mean, you know.
You know what I mean?
If
Like,
I survive, it's maybe because he turned me into a vampire.
well, if
And
I
then now I'm just a living.
true, I
the
could
living
maybe
dead?
right, but I don't think that he would turn me into a vampire.
True, I'm just food.
Right. I think I might. I think he might just eat me.
Maybe my cholesterol's too high and he won't like my blood.
Maybe.
That's the key.
Maybe.
No,
I need to know what. Yeah, what makes
I'm
me
thinking-
undesirable? I eat a lot of garlic.
Ooh, there you go.
I'm going.
There you go.
Maybe that is
We
it.
love garlic.
I'm gonna eat so many crucifixes.
Yep. Carry the crucifix. Eat a lot of garlic.
Garlic.
We're gonna put some holy water in our pocket in a little container.
They say that vampires can't cross running water, and that's a thing. So
Legit.
Yep.
And they have to be invited into your home. Don't.
That's
be
what they
inviting
say,
him.
but I
don't
don't
invite
know
him
if I
into your
believe
house.
that. I don't believe that.
Well, I'm gonna believe it because I'm not inviting him in.
And let me tell you something.
But if you know, if he lived under my bed when I was a kid, and I didn't invite him in there.
That's
So
what I'm saying. You know what? I actually am going to survive if the invite thing is correct, because I would never invite a man
Not
into
a
my
chance.
home.
thing is, if he's really good looking, Liv's gonna invite him in. I'm screwed.
No, Ashley and I were safe.
You guys are safe. I'm coming to your house.
We're safe.
Yeah, I don't know. He might.
But if I think
Dracula's he's pretty scary.
I
Pretty
think he
intense.
might get me.
Yeah.
If now here's the thing: if he's coming after me, I know that I'm dead.
Right.
But I'm just gotta hope that there's somebody more appealing.
There you go. And again, avoidance.
That's what I'm saying.
Avoid the situation.
If I'm in Twilight, I'm hoping that Bella is around.
Yes.
Sacrificial lamb, if you will.
There you go.
Go along.
But look at that girl. She's really pretty. And then
She's
run the
really
other way.
pretty.
Yeah. Tripper. And then run.
Yep.
Okay, who's next?
Let's go Frankenstein.
We are totally gonna survive that.
I
He's
think so.
way too slow.
He's too slow.
He's just way too slow.
And once again, I'm minding my business.
And I'll be honest
There's
with you,
a-
I don't think he's evil. I think he's just misunderstood.
I agree. Dr. Frankenstein, he's a little messed up.
The doctor who created him, yeah.
Yep. Igor,
Again,
evil.
ethical, issues there, yeah.
Igor,
but I mean,
isn't it Igor? Actually, I'm saying Igor. That's
you
the young
were saying
Frankenstein.
Igor, which is young Frankenstein, which is, I get it. Igor, I don't think he's inherently evil. He's just
No,
the
he's-
helper.
No, he's Dick.
Oh, in the
official-
the classic one, because in Van Helsing he's definitely evil.
Oh, he's totally evil in Van Helsing, and he's also evil in the original Frankenstein.
hilarious.
Which the original Dracula came out in
remember.
February of 1931, and Frankenstein came out in November of 1931.
Oh, gotcha. I will tell you, I looked up Nosferatu came out in 1922. So Dr.
Jekyll
Jekyll is
older,
first.
older.
So yeah, Frankenstein. I think Frankenstein's just misunderstood. He just wants a friend.
Well, here's my thing.
You know,
If let's say I'm at home, and Ashley is letting the dogs out or whatever, and she calls them in, and she comes over to me and she says, I just saw like an 8-foot tall man who looked like all of his limbs were stapled together,
right?
walking down the street. I'm gonna lock the doors. I'll be like, we gonna mind our business.
Turn off the lights and mind your business.
I'm gonna mind my business.
Yeah, no, not a chance.
There ain't nothing here.
And the thing is, you can hear him coming because he's clomping around.
That's what I'm saying.
He's really loud. So I think we'll survive him.
I think so.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
I would just avoid.
For sure. I would give him like some food.
It's true.
You know. And
No.
Avoid. You're right.
Avoid.
Avoidance. You're
That's
right.
stupid. That's
If
you're
I
asking
get caught
for
out,
trouble.
if I just get caught, have snacks.
Maybe.
These are important things.
Yep. Some chips if you have
I'm
them.
so sorry. Chips if you have
Chips if you have them.
You know,
That's from Chicken Little. we quote that all the time. Some chips if you have them.
Okay, who's next?
The Mummy.
The Mummy, totally surviving that dude.
Now, hold on.
He's so slow.
The 1932 Mummy. Yeah. But I will say that
but the new one.
the new Mummy is
that's
scary.
terrifying. Yeah.
Not the one with Tom Cruise. That's fucking terrible.
No, not that
The
one.
one with oh shit, he's in George of the Jungle.
He's super homey. He's really good looking.
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan.
Yeah, no, that mummy's gonna kill me for sure.
Well, and here's the thing. It seems like part of the Mummy thing is that you're just kind of fucked because if you open the thing, then you're cursed and it's gonna get you no matter what.
So honestly, rule number one, don't open that shit.
Don't go digging through tombs in Egypt.
Why would you do that?
There are people who went and got collegiate degrees to go get cursed.
Literally to go get cursed.
That's not for me.
That is
Not for me. Let those people do that.
Don't go open up somebody's tomb.
You know how I was joking about how paleontologists ruined dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Archaeologists are going to ruin
Yeah. Why do you want to bring a curse down upon everybody's head?
We don't need to bring down that plague of locusts.
Oh my God, no. That's terrible.
So
yeah, that's out.
So
that's out.
I'm going to just not go to Egypt.
We're not going to go there.
Get cursed.
This is true.
And if I see a mummy, I'm going to go the other way because he's clearly after somebody and it wasn't me because
Wasn't
I
me.
didn't open up that tomb.
I'm going to be like, not my problem.
Not me.
Not me.
That's
Now,
unfortunate.
The old mummy,
Goodbye.
we're talking classic monsters.
Yeah.
That fucker's so slow, you ain't going. He ain't getting anybody.
Yeah.
I still don't know how he killed anybody.
I still don't know how I killed anyone.
So slow.
The power of movie magic.
Okay.
The Invisible Man.
Now, that is a tricky one because
He's invisible.
he is invisible. So there is nowhere to hide. But if you carry around some like flour, you can like throw it. Yep. And hope it hits him. And then you can see where he is. Mm-hmm. That's like your only chance. You got to carry something that you can like throw on him.
Right.
And then you can find him.
Now, I will say, you recall me talking about the channel Dead Meat that does the kill counts. He did one for The Invisible Man.
Okay, because there's like a newer Invisible Man movie too, which is kind of terrifying. The old ones is obviously much more tame.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing, is that the old one, he crashes a train and everybody on board dies.
Oh, wow.
So they're doing the kill count and they're like, the kill count's very, shockingly
and that's
high
true,
for this.
because what if he gets on board an airplane? What if he manages to get anywhere?
That's what I'm saying.
You know, he walks right into a nuclear power plant and destroys,
I know.
the world, or something.
So
Yeah, you're right, because that's terrifying. You don't know where he is at any given time. If he's naked,
and
if he's naked.
running around naked is also horrifying.
Yeah, gross.
Gross.
What if you brush up against him? Ew. That's a pants
So
on.
it's like the scientist discovers, the invisibility thing.
Yeah. Damn, you're right. I never was very nervous about the Invisible Man, but that's kind of eye-opening to think about that. Damn.
He forces somebody to become his visible partner in a plot to dominate the world through a reign of terror, beginning with, quote, a few murders here and there. He definitely doesn't say it that way. Because he's gonna basically kill people, and because you don't know where
Just
he is
for the heck of it.
Well, because you don't know where he is, he's gonna be like, if you don't do this, I'm gonna kill so-and-so. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Because you can't see him.
So he's like making.
So he's gonna keep the whole world hostage.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's pretty scary.
I know.
That's a scary thought. Okay.
Yep. So he promises the whatever guy he's at 10 o'clock the next night he's gonna murder him, and then he escapes and goes on a killing spree.
Oh my!
He causes the derailment of a train, resulting in 100 deaths.
Ooh.
And because the reason they said that they know what the exact number is because they show like a news clipping and it says like 100 people died.
Gotcha.
And he throws 2 volunteer searchers off a cliff.
Oh, okay. So he's pretty terrifying, and I don't think I'm surviving this guy.
I don't think so. Now, have you seen the new one?
No.
That one
I have
also
not.
equally terrifying.
Yeah, it's
because
scary.
the girl,
The new
like,
one is scared.
Yeah, because the girl says that like the boyfriend or whatever who's got this suit is stalking her. There's no proof.
You got no proof. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's terrifying.
And then there's part that he kills like her sister and then like hands her the knife and frames her for murder because no one saw him kill.
Yeah. You could
And
never-
she's sitting there with the dead body and the knife.
and the knife in her hand. Oh my God.
So I don't know that I would survive the Invisible Man.
No, I'm not surviving.
I think if he wanted to kill me, he would and he could and would.
And would. Yeah, I'm in trouble.
And would.
Okay.
So the Wolf Man, the werewolf.
Okay. No chance if he's like a werewolf like in
Van Helsing.
Like,
We talked about this. My favorite werewolf.
excellent. Werewolf, lots of damage. No way you're
Even
surviving.
like we were talking about. Oh, I do not like an American Werewolf in London. But if it's that werewolf coming after
you're
me,
gonna die. If you're in the
I'm
wrong
gonna
place at the
die.
wrong time, that's it. It's over for
right
you.
now, once again, those guys were walking at night,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Now here's the thing.
hiking. Even
Here's the thing. No, these hikers. There is a surefire way to avoid running into the werewolf
okay.
because there's only a full moon like once a month.
Yeah, just don't go out.
Don't go out.
Don't go out.
On that night. Avoid
I
it.
wouldn't recommend
Avoid it at all costs, people.
I would not recommend.
So
it.
we might be able to survive if you pay attention to when the moon is full.
I think that there's a good chance.
You're right. Okay.
I think there's a
I can
good
live with
chance
that.
that
And
if we
don't
can
go to Dracula's castle
yeah,
because if there's a werewolf there, then you're in double trouble. Yeah.
I agree with that too.
Okay. I will avoid Dracula's
If there's
castle.
Dracula's castle, if you see somebody's house and the lightning is striking and you're
It's
hearing
true.
some
It's true. If you go
yummy
to the-
noises coming from inside,
It's true. If you go
stay away.
If you go to a house and the house tells you to get out, get out.
Get out. Get out. Get the fuck out. If you move somewhere and weird shit starts happening, they're like, leave.
Leave. If your daughter goes into the TV and you change the channel and you can't get her out, we'll make another one. Get out.
Get out.
Get out of the house. Bring in the experts. Let the experts go in the house. You get out of the house.
You get out of the
Do not
house.
continue to live in the house. You get
No.
what you deserve if you continue to stay in the house. That's all I got to say.
In a haunted house situation,
Yeah.
you go.
You go?
Now I'll say, I don't know if you've seen I'm struggling. It's a found footage movie and it's like they set up all these like cameras in the house. Do you know this?
Oh,
Paranormal Activity.
That's
Jesus
it.
Christ.
Paranormal Activity. I know exactly because they did a spoof of that, didn't they? Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
So so in Paranormal Activity,
Okay.
you watch the first one, all this shit's happening,
Right.
and you're like, you need to leave,
Right. Why wouldn't you leave?
Okay. Now I will say though that when you watch the subsequent sequels, if you will, the subsequent sequels,
Yeah, makes sense.
if you watch the sequels, and I think one of those is a prequel, you find out that whatever this demon thing is that's like doing all this is actually attached to the one girl. So no matter where you go, it's gonna follow her.
Oh, well then you gotta leave her.
Well, yeah. Micah is the name of the boyfriend.
Sorry,
why
buddy.
do I don't know why I remember that.
You remember
But
Micah.
You're gonna have to break up.
You're gonna have to break up.
You're gonna have to
You
break
know,
up.
there's
That's
no-
a deal breaker
There's
for me.
no future. with-
Possession. That's a deal
Possession
breaker.
is absolutely a deal breaker.
Possession is what is it? 9/10 of the
9/10
law.
of the law, man. He's got her.
And
He's got
It's
her.
9/10 of a breakup.
Yep. Sorry. That poor guy. You're gonna have to find a new girlfriend.
You're gonna have to go.
And he's gonna need some therapy and a new girl.
Well, he dies.
Oh, well, that is
In the
a
first
shame.
one.
I didn't know that. I've never watched those movies. That's too scary.
Healy's in the first one.
Like, I absolutely love, like, kind of all of, like, most
Spoiler
people-
alert for Paranormal Activity if you haven't seen it.
It's true. It's true. Micah dies. Sorry.
Sorry. It's been years.
Listener, by now you should know that if we mention a movie, pause and go watch it and then come back.
It's true.
Because we're gonna
We're
spoil
sorry.
it. We're
but
not
that
sorry.
sorry.
I like, we're all kind of fascinated about the paranormal or if there's ghosts or,
Yeah.
Whatever. I certainly don't like super gory, gross, scary movies,
Yeah.
but a thriller or whatever.
I think
those
we
are awesome.
watched The Omen or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh my gosh, I love those movies. When I was a kid, I read all the books. I thought those were just, I was scared out of my wits, but at least it wasn't like disgusting,
Right.
But I love like a book that has like a good ghost in it that helps like solve a crime or helps whatever.
With pottery.
What's that movie called?
Ghost.
What's the name of that movie?
Ghost.
Is it Ghost?
Ghost.
Shut up.
With a pottery.
I'm gonna kill you. I read this great series by Nora Roberts. If anybody ever likes Nora Roberts, but it's so cute because they're these three brothers are bringing this inn that's been in this town for a long time, and they bought it and they're going to rehab it and open it up, and run it as a hotel or whatever you call it, and an inn maybe. And there's a ghost that lives there, but she's a good ghost. She's friendly.
A good ghost, right?
And yeah, they all kind of have encounters with her, and it's such a cute series. I love it so much. So that to me is very fun. But I don't want a terrifying ghost. No, thank you.
No.
Okay.
Well, that's actually all the Universal monsters.
Okay. Good. Well, that is all the Universal monsters. And then we did give our tips on the haunted houses. Get the fuck out. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's not that difficult. Mind your business.
Mind your
Get
business.
the fuck out. Don't go on hikes.
Sell the house. Actually, don't buy it until you make
Do
sure
not go on hikes.
that it's not built.
It's
on an ancient Indian
I feel
burial
like there's
ground.
like some basics. You know what I mean? Like I said, that's why some of my favorite movies are the ones that are like they make all the right decisions and bad things happen anyway, like The Thing and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because
true.
Because let me tell you something. If the clown is talking me from the sewer,
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near that clown.
no,
That clown. First of all, it's a clown. Second of all, why is he in the sewer? That's messed up. So I'm gonna go in the other
See ya.
direction.
What? I'm not gonna reach down there. Let's paper boat. Make another one.
Yeah.
Time to make it. What
It's
are
true.
we? What are we rationing
It's
it
true.
around here?
Because even as a kid, I can remember watching like the old, Mummy and the classic monster movies, and you're yelling at the TV. Oh, come on! He's
Yep.
so slow. Just
Yep.
run.
Yep.
Why did you fall and lay there screaming? Yeah. We
That's
would
why
yell at the TV.
I think
Yeah.
somebody said there's a scene. I said that we were like the scary movies. That's the movie, the scary
movies.
movie.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And there's a scene in the first one that she's like running up the stairs and she's grabbing a vase off the wall and she throws it at the ghost face or whatever. And then she runs up further and she grabs something else and throws it at him. And she runs up further and there's like a bicycle. And then she throws it down the thing. And then there's sorry, Grandma.
And she throws Grandma. Oh my
and then so he like dodges her and then she gets to the top of the stairs and he gets up there and he realizes she's pushing this piano that's on wheels and then it cuts to him like
He's running away.
Piano's
coming down. Oh my god.
And they were like, this movie or this scene should be studied for comedy
Yes.
because it's so
That is so funny and true. Yes, don't just fall and lay there screaming. Get your ass up and find a piano. Yeah,
Right.
Come on, damn. Okay.
The one girl runs out of the house and it's like there's like a knife, a gun, a taser, all this shit is on the phone
This
is
is
on the
all
thing,
laying right
and
there.
a banana. She grabs the banana and runs out the door because it's a scary movie,
Of
right?
course,
Because it's
of
a joke.
course,
And
yes.
so because it feels that way.
Yes.
Stupid.
The people in scary movies are stupid. You are right.
I'm like you can't.
Oh my gosh.
You cannot.
That's hilarious.
Don't go on hikes. Don't talk to clowns in sewers. Don't go outside at night.
We are full of so much good advice.
Don't go outside during the full moon.
Don't do it.
I don't care. I know that there are witchy things. Okay, I have as an eclectic witch.
Yes.
I know now that there. I mean, I don't actually know anything, but I know that there is stuff to do with the full moon. I think
it's true.
So, probably.
But
So I know that if witches out there, put your fucking jars of water outside in the morning. The moon will be there at night. I promise.
right.
But you don't need to go out there at night.
That's true.
If you forgot to put it out there, you're gonna have to wait till next
Unless
month.
you're like some super ultra mega lightning babe witch that you
Right.
can, like you got some massive
super
power.
mega ultra light event.
Like if you're if you got some crazy power,
Right.
more power to you. Go for
More
it.
power to you.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm hanging with you. Do you want me to tell you this?
Yeah, go ahead. Hit it.
Did I ever tell you about the time that there was a hotel, and a guy came to the hotel in the middle of the night and said, "Do you have a room? I'm so tired. I need a room." And the guy says, "Yes, I have one room, but it's haunted. I have to warn you." And he's like, "I don't care. I'm so tired." He goes upstairs. He's like, "I'm so tired. I don't care who's in the room. I don't care. I'm going to bed." And in the middle of the night, you hear bloody fingers, and the guy is so scared he jumps out the window and he leaves. Okay.
Okay.
Next night, a lady comes to the hotel. "I need a room for the night. Okay, I got one room, but it's haunted. I've got to warn you," the guy says. She says, "I don't care. I'm really tired. It's not going to bother me." She takes the room, goes upstairs, goes to bed. Middle of the night, she hears bloody fingers, bloody fingers. She jumps out the window and she leaves. The next night, another guy comes to the hotel. He's like, I need a room. He says, I only got one room, and I'm warning you, it's haunted. 2 people have already run screaming out of there. Mm-hmm. I don't care. I'm so tired. It's not going to bother me. Give me the room. Takes the key, goes to the room, lays down, goes to sleep. Middle of the night, you hear bloody fingers. And the guy says, well, get the Band-Aids. They're in the bathroom. Boo. Oh, come on. My sister told me that joke when I was a kid. That joke's so old. And it was one of those where she's like telling us at night and we're getting scared, whatever. And it's like, get the Band-Aids. They're in the bathroom. And then we all crack up.
Right.
You're supposed to laugh.
Oh.
You're terrible. All right, listener. I don't know about you, but after this, I'm definitely going to need some serious beef.
And some serious Band-Aids.
Bye.
Bye.